We are leaving Southport, headed north in the Cape Fear River. Today's destination is a short jaunt over to the interior of the beach community north of here, near Wilmington. We'll be stopping at a local yacht club that was able to give us 2 nights stay. So we'll be there in about 2 hours.
Cheers.
Cheers. So we have visited probably at least 7 or 8 stops so far. We are just leaving Southport, and today we're going to talk about our journey to Wrightsville Beach, and that was a couple of nights stop at Wrightsville Beach. But when you leave Southport, you go into the Cape Fear River
And the shipping channel.
So
Yes. As soon as you come out, you hit the mouth of the river where it meets the ocean. That's where the shipping channel starts.
Luckily, we didn't run into a cargo ship until later in Wilmington, but we definitely were in the shipping channel on the way to Wrightsville Beach for at least an hour or two.
Yeah, and we were, what's nice about it is after 10 feet depth, maybe 12, some mostly 8, 9. When you're in the shipping channel, you have like 40 feet, 45 feet of depth. So it's really nice to not have to think about hitting the bottom.
Yeah.
Here we are on the ICW. It's the first time we've seen depths of over
40 feet.
40 feet. But actually, first time we've seen depths of like over 20 feet, right?
Yeah, this is a real channel. This is a container shipping channel on a real river.
Not that the other rivers are not real.
And
Snow's Cut.
Snow's Cut, yeah. And on the way up north, Snow's Cut is a little bit, it was a little bit scary because I had never done it before, and the buoys were in a little bit different place than what the chart said. So I was like, where are we supposed to be? And it was very, very narrow channel. Like maybe 2 of our boats could have gone through it if they were side by side. But
and there were boats that morning.
Yeah.
They were zipping by us, and we were like, "Don't they know it's under the water?"
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not moving. And some of those boats went right by us. But once you get out of the cut, you get into this very rapidly moving water that is going from east to west, and in that part of the cut, you cannot go straight. There's no staying in the middle of the channel. You have to watch the chart, and you have to basically do like a swervy S around a couple of really shallow places in the middle of that cut. So we had to give shorelines a wide berth when you see it's only 2 feet deep all the way 3/4 out across the channel.
But then you're also seeing on the maps that there's obstructions just underneath the water as well. So you don't know how deep they are or not. So you've got all of that going on in this like cut that, I don't know, how long is it?
It was only about half a mile once you got into it, but I mean, there was a point where we were going through this cut, and I saw people standing in the water fishing, like in the middle of the water, and I'm like, well, I'm not going near wherever they're standing.
Yeah, but once you get out of the cut, so
yeah.
Thank goodness again, it was uneventful. We made it. But at the very end, there's like a marina and homes, because you're literally now one little strip of land away from the Atlantic Ocean at the end of Snow's Cut.
We have just gone through Snow's Cut, and now we're going up the ICW, which kind of follows the shoreline. The ocean is over there. About a half an hour until we reach the yacht club that we're staying at. Once you're going north, it seems like you're out of the shallow part, but in reality, you're just now in a straight line that goes all the way up to Wrightsville Beach, and the problem with the straight line is that you go past at least 5-6 inlets, and in each of those inlets there's shoaling that comes way into the middle of the channel. So you gotta keep track of what your charts say, and there was a point where I'm like, what do I believe, my charts or the buoys, because the buoys are in different places.
I say believe the buoys.
Yeah.
Charts were done a while back. Buoys are moved mostly on purpose, sometimes not, but I'd rather believe a buoy, because you know how deep it would be right there.
We are crossing our first inlet. As you can see on the chart, this is what has been pushing against us for like 2 hours. As the tide is coming in, we should pick up some speed as we pass it. The inlets were challenging just because of all the shoaling. There was a point where we actually crossed an inlet and I heard the propellers hit the ground, and you heard a change in the like sound coming from your engines as you hit the ground. But luckily it's all just sand. So if you hit the sand with your propellers, like no harm, no foul. You just got to be careful not to suck sand into your engines and the sea strainers, because that could start an overheating problem. But for the most part, just pay attention to your charts, pay attention to the navigational buoys, and everything should be okay. Let's talk about Wrightsville Beach itself. We stayed at a place called Seaforth Yacht Club, and at first I was like, well, it's a yacht club. It's going to be like they're going to throw us on the spare dock, and it's going to be like, you know, not the greatest experience. But I got to tell you, this Seaforth Yacht Club, their face dock is phenomenal. It is right where all the action is. There's not a lot of rocking and rolling because it's not a major thoroughfare. There's only like little boats going by. There's nothing big. And we were kind of joking with the guy who was helping us dock. I think he was the dock master. And we were joking with him like, you know, you guys full for the weekend? He's like, we've been full since 1979. And, you know, that's true because we could only stay there 2 nights and we couldn't stay there a third. They had other tenants coming in, so.
It was really nice. We dropped our dinghy and then we docked and dined a couple of times.
Yeah.
And that was fun.
It's a really nice location because you can just drop your dinghy and you can just go right around the corner, and there's a public city dock right on the other side of the beach. I sent the kids off to go grocery shopping and provisioning with the dinghy, and I think they're on their way back, so let's take a look. Here they come, the grocery shoppers by boat. And you can just dock right on that public dock, walk across the very narrow island, and the beach is right there. This is Wrightsville Beach. And so are like restaurants and ice cream shops. It's all like right there by the beach. And then when you're done, we just jumped in our dinghy and we kind of took it back to the boat.
Look at that boat coming right at us. Does he see us?
It was very convenient compared to walking there in the heat, and very convenient to arrive by water instead of taking an Uber or.
We said before, we walk everywhere. We walk at least 3 miles in the morning with the dog, so wherever we end up is where we end up.
Yeah, so really convenient for dinghy usage. We were kind of like the baby yacht on the T head. We had these like really large yachts, like 70, 80 feet on either side of us.
The good thing is we were there first, so we didn't have to maneuver around them.
Right.
They had to maneuver around us.
Right.
And the showers are nice.
Yeah. The whole marina is like very laid
nice.
back. Like everyone that worked at the marina was just chilling on the dock all day, like shooting the breeze, saying hi as you walk by. It's just very low key.
It was really nice for the couple of nights we were there.
Definitely recommend it, especially if you have a dinghy and you want to go places. There's lots of places to take the dinghy once you dock there.
Yeah, and the face dock that they put us on was also the fuel dock and the pump out.
That concludes our review of Wrightsville Beach. It was a quick 2-night stop. Definitely worth your stop if you're headed up there. Next week we're headed to Wilmington, and we'll talk about the journey that we took down and back up the river. So until then, safe boating.
Happy boating.